Unbelievable news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you guys saw the big breaking news. This is kind of crazy because this news should have been broken months ago. I don't even know, man. I don't even know where to begin. This Warriors game stressed me out too. But we got breaking news with the 49ers. Hold on, sorry. Hold up. Okay, sorry. So yeah, we had breaking news. Peter Park This is the cherry on top of the worst Super Bowl hangover season of all time. So 2025 is off to a wild start. You know, last year there was a lot of injuries, and it's starting again. Malik Mustapha, according to Nick Wagner, Adam Schefter, they posted that Malik Mustapha, he re-injured his ACL. He tore in 2022 during the season finale. So he basically tore his ACL, but it was a long story. He ratioed me on the tweet because I just said he tore his ACL, but I guess there's more to it. He had a play where he went down. He left the game. He had to get an MRI. He ended up tearing the ACL. They had to go in and do surgery. He's recovering well. There's no cartilage or meniscus damage, but he unfortunately tore the ACL. He's not going to be back for the start of the season. He's going to be maybe a mid-season return. This was at the end of the season, the last game of the season, ladies and gentlemen, against the Arizona Cardinals. He posted a video of when it happened. But yeah, according to Nick Wagner, in the season finale, it was days after the season finale, it was discovered that 49ers safety Malik Mustapha re-injured the ACL he previously tore in 2022. He had surgery and an exact return is unknown, but he hopes to be back around mid-season. So it's tough, man. It's a tough injury. He essentially tore the ACL. According to what Adam Schefter says, he said, this was delayed but significant news. 49er safety Malik Mustapha, who's believed to be the replacement for free agent safety loss Talanoa Hufanga, tore his ACL during San Francisco's regular season finale and is not expected to be ready for the start of the 2025 season. So that's a tough-ass injury, and, you know, it makes sense the 49ers added a lot of safeties, DBs, in the draft, but, I mean, come on, man. They added Marquise Seigel. He was a safety. They also drafted, the DB who's going to be the nickel cornerback yesterday, Upton. But, I mean, there's no way you just go and replace Malik Mustapha like that. Jair Brown's going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders. And last year, we saw how good Malik Mustapha was, and we were so excited for his return or his breakout season this year and the return in his second season. And we were hyped up. And now it's kind of unfortunate that, you know, he tore the ACL, and who knows how much is he going to be able to do when he comes back. It's always a bad injury. It's always a tough injury, right? Torn ACL. You don't like to hear that one. That's one of those injuries, you know, for any player, any athlete, that's like, oh, come on, man. So Marquise will probably start day one. Yeah. Tanisha says, what's up, Raj, with all the bad juju of the Niners? Can't catch a break. I know we can't catch a break. My friends text me. They said, we can't have nice things, can we? I said, no, we can't. It's tough, man. It's a tough injury. It is sad. Retro Gamer says, well, at least during the offseason and not during the actual NFL season. Well, it sucks because his whole offseason is going to be rehabbing. He's not really going to have much of an offseason. So, and it really pretty much was during the end of the season. Like, it sucks that it was the last game of the season finale. Like, the fact that he tore it in the last game is just absolutely unbelievable. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy, dude. So I want to put up what I'm going to read the article here. I'm going to read the article, and we'll just kind of go through this. It's just tough news. So here's the whole season. Safety Malik Mustapha likely to miss the 49ers start of the 49ers season with ailing knee. While San Francisco 49ers didn't draft a safety till Saturday's 5th round, the pick, Kansas State's Marquise Seigel, could have chance at a bigger than anticipated role right away. That's because at the end of the rife with the long-term injuries, the Niners didn't escape their final game against Arizona without adding one more to the list. Rookie safety Malik Mustapha is recovering from an injury to the anterior cruciate ligament in his right knee that was discovered after he was cleated in the knee in the second quarter of the season finale against the Cardinals, sources told ESPN. Mustafa's injury is actually related to the ACL tear he suffered in the same knee while playing at Wake Forest in January 2022. He returned from that injury in time to play 10 games the following season. Although Mustapha departed the Arizona game with a knee injury and did not return, he was thought to be okay in the locker room and the team the day after the game. Later the week, MRI revealed that the graft that had been placed in the knee was torn. Mustapha had surgery to repair the knee after the issue was discovered. So whatever they did last time to fix the knee, the graft that was placed in the knee, it tore up. So he had to get another surgery. According to the source, Mustapha has been at the team facility rehabbing the knee and is doing really well. There's no definitive timeline on Mustafa's return, but given how late in the year the injury occurred, it's unlikely he'll be ready for the start of the season, with the midseason return more likely. Mustapha did, however, recover quickly from his previous ACL, and there was no meniscus or cartilage damage in Arizona. Fellow safety Talanoa Hufanga was unable to start last season as he recovered from his own injury. Mustapha emerged quickly in the starting role. He fared well enough that he held the job for most of the season, starting 12 games. And it's very, very unfortunate because this is a guy that we thought was going to just blow up, go crazy, and be the star safety. And now we're back to the drawing board. So Mustapha returns by December. I think it's going to be, like a November, October, May. We'll be lucky if it's October. ACL is tough, man. I know he has history of ACL, recovery. So I'm sure he knows how to get back. He's a strong guy. His knees are probably more muscular than many people. So I think that could enhance the recovery, which it probably did last time. Like the article said, he returned faster than, many people expect last time. So I think if we're lucky, man, if he can heal fast, like September, October, but he's definitely more so coming back midseason. Just the timeline of the injury. There was a December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. That's 8 months. It's usually a September 9-month injury. It could be 12 months. So 9, if you want to play it safe, 10 months. That's October. Like I said, if we're being, very optimistic, October, but more likely November around that 11-month mark. That's probably where it's going to be. But again, it really depends on how much he's able to cut and jump and run. And this is his second ACL injury on the same knee. So got to be very careful. And it's brutal. Julia says, why is this now being announced, not months ago? That's the question. I can't believe they waited. They waited all this time. I mean, I guess they didn't have to disclose anything, but I was a little irritated that we were just finding this out tonight. The draft was this week, and we were hyped up. I was pretty hyped up with the draft, and now you put the dagger in my heart. You put the dagger in my heart. The Warriors just took the lead, ladies and gentlemen. That made my night a little better. Take the lead, baby. But yeah, why are we finding this out now? This basically ruined my entire weekend, Entire weekend. Unbelievable. Whew. But that's it. Unfortunate news for the 49ers. It sucks. Robbie says cleared to play and ready to play are two different things. That's a huge comment right there. He could be cleared to play. I don't know if he's ready to play. It's a different, especially with that injury. There's so many different markers they have to go through to get better. And now it sucks that we have two guys recovering from that ACL. We got, Brandon Ayuk and Malik Mustapha. So do I think the 49ers are going to sign a veteran safety? I think they will. 100% now. I think they will sign a veteran safety, man. I do. God dang, man. That sucks that he tore his ACL. Unbelievable. So it may take a little longer because if it's the second injury, they got to be safe. You got to be 100% sure that this injury is going to take place. But that's just bad news. He's got a good mindset. He said forever faithful on his Instagram story. I'm sure he's going through a lot of emotions and stuff. It's crazy because the news just came out. So he's been dealing with this for a long time, and now the news just drops out. So, I'm sure he's happy to see the fans support him because the fans love the guy. We all expected him to be this superstar. So Yeah. But, the team did address defense, and I think that Robert Salah will definitely make sure they have to, if they need a veteran safety, he'll go get one, because that's what they really focused on in this draft was defense. And it's unfortunate he was going to be a big part of this defense, but I think they'll make sure they get what they need. But right now, this is a big, substantial blow to the team. I'm not going to lie to you. This was a big loss to the team. You can try to get somebody to replace him. Marquise Seigel is going to have to really step up. He's a rookie. What do you expect out of a rookie, right away? So you're probably want to get a veteran to make sure it's not too much, not overwhelming on a rookie. Like, I'm sure there's really good players on this defense that they drafted. I'm sure Marquise Seigel is a very good player. But day one, right away, boom, go out there. And we got a lot of rookies. I think that you get a veteran just in case, just for depth, just for safety, just for an insurance policy, because this was a brutal turn of events, man. So even players on other teams were giving them props. Yeah. Did I miss the Warriors? No, I'm watching the game. They're on a run. But any case, that's it. I'm gonna go watch this Warriors game. Unfortunate news. Hopefully he gets better and hopefully he recovers faster than we expect. But again, mid-season's most likely. If you think about the injury, 9, 10, 11 months, that's probably where it's going to be. If it's 9, we're lucky, September. If it's a little bit more, it's going to be October, November, around the 10, 11. And 12 months would be December. I hope it's not a whole year recovery, but very rare cases, it can be a full year of recovery. But Mustafa's a big dude. He's muscular. He's strong, I'm sure. And he's young. He's got youth on his side. So we'll see how this goes. I love you guys. Appreciate you. Unfortunate news for Malik Mustapha, but hopefully he heals up. And you got nothing for love from me. So guys, have a good rest of your night. Go Warriors.